A warning for people living in Southbury tonight after several reported coyote attacks. The town animal control officer says that several people and animals were nearly attacked in the area of Platt Park. One dog was bitten by a coyote and had to get treated by a local vet. Animal control is reminding pet owners to keep an eye on your pet at all times, and also be careful leaving them unattended outside, especially during the evening hours. If you spot a coyote, you're asked to call animal control right away.